Welcome back, guys. Got a juice review for you today. Something different. Reviewing some juice I did not purchase this. I was sent this stuff free of charge for review. Didn't know much about this company until I was sent the juices. Did a little research through Facebook. The guy who sent these to me was named John. John reached out to me through my YouTube channel. Wanted me to review some. He sent me, I think, 7 or 8 flavors. It's from the Shipwrecked Vapor Company here. I got, kind of like a pirate ocean voyage type theme going on. Blue bottles, 30 ml glass bottles, which is pretty cool. I do appreciate that. They didn't send me the little 5-ounce bottles that some companies have sent me to review. Out of the 7 flavors I spent a good bit of time trying, I found 4 that I want to review. The other 3, they're not bad, they're just not my style of flavor profiles. They're just stuff that don't really jive with my usual flavor choices. However, these 4, they're pretty good. I'm going to be reviewing Admiral, Ambassador, Coconut Groove, and Limited Reserve. If you're interested in checking out some of these juices, check the link down below. I'll have a link to their website, and I'll also have a link to their Facebook page. This is what it will look like when you get it. Not too bad. I'm not crazy about companies who use blue bottles. I'll just say that right now. Some people really like it, some people don't. I thought about using it for my own liquids when I started making them about a year ago, and I just, for whatever reason, I don't like the yellow on blue. I think Shipwrecked Vapor would do themselves a great service kind of updating their look on their labels. I mean, they don't look bad. They're decent quality labels. I mean, they're not thin, they're not cheap. I mean, it's high quality from top to bottle, child-proof dropper. So let's get along with the review. First, I'm going to be doing Admiral. Let me find this one, which is in here. So Admiral goes right along with my usual flavor choice of cheesecake. Admiral is a New York cheesecake type flavor with blueberry and lemon flavor undertones. And it is probably my favorite out of the bunch, which doesn't surprise me because what I vape most of throughout the day is my strawberry cheesecake. Gonna prime it a little bit there. Here. And I do like this flavor. It is not my favorite cheesecake I've tried out there. It's definitely not the worst. I do like it. I do like it enough to vape the whole bottle, probably. It's not going to turn into my all-day vape, but it is good. It's a well-crafted e-liquid. I know John said he spent a couple years in development for these flavors. They got 7 flavors total, and they finally were released in 2014. He sent me a couple of these cool little cards with company info and stuff like that, and they do wholesale if you're a shop interested in finding out about this stuff. I work as a shop, as probably a lot of you guys know. If you were to ask me, do I think we would carry these? Do I think they're good enough for our store to carry? I mean, I do, but I probably wouldn't carry them. And the main reason why isn't because of the quality or the flavor at all. It's because of the name and brand recognition. I had not heard of them before. I'd seen them on a few Facebook giveaways before and stuff like that, but I had never heard of them before that. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. There's so many e-liquid companies out there, it's impossible for me to keep up with all of them. But it is a good flavor. Does it taste like cheesecake to me? That's my one kind of gripe with this flavor. It doesn't taste like dead-on cheesecake, which is a common thing with cheesecake flavors. To me, the cheesecake extracts we have to work with just kind of don't nail it right on the head. And to me, you really gotta mix it with something like blueberry or lemon like he did here. I chose to do strawberry on my own, and I kind of toned back the cheesecake extract, and it kind of, to me, it kind of senses like that with it too. I've got mine in a Kate Fun, and it is good. I mean, if I had to rate this flavor, I'd probably rate it, maybe 4 out of 5 stars, maybe 3.5, which is pretty good because I try so many liquids. I've had so many liquids sent up to the shop. There's so many that I don't even want to vape after 1 or 2 pulls. I can't tell you how many bottles I get. Take one pull, pull the wick out, move on to the next one. Well, this one, it kind of grew on me the more I vaped it. And it's gotten to the point where I filled up a whole tank full of it. So that's a good sign. I mean, it's definitely my favorite flavor out of it. It's a, I don't know if I'd say an authentic cheesecake flavor, but I definitely taste the cheesecake. What I taste most of is kind of like the lemon and the blueberry on the exhale and the cheesecake on the inhale, but it is good. I'm not sure if John was the one who made these or if he's just the one who reached out to me on wholesale, but it is good. Would I buy this when I run out? I don't know. That's a tough one. If I didn't make a cheesecake flavor that I was absolutely crazy about, that's my all-day vape, my strawberry cheesecake that I make, I probably would buy this. But considering the fact that I have so much cheesecake of my own liquid that I make, I might not, just to be perfectly honest. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually pretty good. I could see a lot of people really, really liking this flavor. I would say if I let 10 people try this, I dared say 7 of them will give it a thumbs up, which is pretty damn good because cheesecake flavors are real hit or miss for me in the industry. I mean, either they're great or they're terrible. It seems like there's no middle ground most of the time. A lot of times they don't even taste remotely like cheesecake. This one tastes like cheesecake on the inhale and the fruits on the exhale. So, good job, Admiral. Not too shabby. I mean, that was the first one I tried, actually, and I gotta say, it's pretty damn good. I'm sure I'll kill off the bottle by the end of the month. Moving on next, we're gonna go to Ambassador. Now, I've had maybe 10 different juices that taste just like this over the years. It doesn't jump out and grab me as something amazing, but it definitely tastes good. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's another strawberry, banana, and cream flavor lost in the mix of strawberry, banana, cream flavors in the industry. It doesn't necessarily stick out and strike me as like the best strawberry, cream, and banana flavor I've ever had, but it is good, and I can continuously vape it without getting sick of it. And that's the test for me is, can I keep vaping it without jumping around to another flavor or another device with something else on it? And yeah, I can. It's pretty damn good. This one I also have in a K-Phone right now. Some of this juice is dripper juice, but I've got it in with DNA 40 and nickel wire going, so it's pretty good with the thicker liquids. This stuff honestly doesn't seem super thick to me. I mean, even for its ratio, like literally, it's pretty well. I mean, I don't know. To me, it looks more like a 60-40, 70-30, but that doesn't mean anything because I've seen 99% VG liquids look just like that. Ambassador, I'd probably give this 3 out of 5 stars just because the flavor profile, I've tried it a million times. It doesn't jump out and grab me. It's well mixed. I could tell the ingredients they used are of great quality. I could tell the guy who mixed these definitely spent some time kind of fine-tuning it. On the inhale, I get mostly strawberry and banana. Went back to the wrong device. Let's do that again. I mean, it's real smooth. It doesn't have a whole lot of a throat hit, which is kind of nice. That may be the K-Fun I've been putting it in. But it's good. Probably the biggest gripe I have with this flavor is probably the cream. I think they should have just toned back the cream just ever so slightly, and it doesn't taste like there's a lot in there. But it is good. It is a rather tasty dessert vape. I will vape the whole bottle of this. I can already tell. I mean, I'll probably go through the whole 30 ml within another week or so. Not bad. I gotta say, it's rather enjoyable. So, yeah, I'd probably give it 3.5 stars, maybe 4, just like the other one. I mean, so far I haven't been like floored or wowed. I haven't been like, God damn, that's good, I gotta buy a bottle immediately. But I vaped it and was like, damn, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I actually enjoyed being sent this. A lot of the times I get sent liquids, I don't even review them, and I have to call the people or email them and tell them, look, I don't want to review your liquid. It's not for me. And sometimes they take it to heart, sometimes they don't. I actually like this flavor. Ambassador, it's good. It's mostly strawberry and banana. I don't know, the cream, maybe they just using a different cream than I'm used to using in my own liquids, and my brain just syncs up with it weird. But it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, I do enjoy it. It's pretty good. So, let's go on to the next one. The next one, I wish, it's not bad by any means. It's called Coconut Grove. Okay, this guy here. It's not bad by any means. The smell to me of the liquid before you vape it, it smells worse than it tastes. When you vape it, it tastes much better than it smells. So before I even vaped it, put a fresh wick on here and tried it, I was kind of already turned off by it. The first day I vaped it, I really didn't jive with it, but you know what, I gave it a second chance, went back to it the next day. I've got this one on my Veritas with a DNA 40, and it's pretty good. I actually prefer this one in a dripper, but it is a kind of chocolatey custard with a little hint of caramel and coconut. To me, the one thing I would have done without is the coconut. And I know without that it couldn't be called Coconut Grove, but I'm just not crazy about coconut. It's got a really rich flavor, which I like. It's a lot more complex than I'm making it sound. The chocolate is pretty good. It's pretty dead on. The custard part, I'm not sure which extract he used for this, but it doesn't taste like a normal custard. So when I say chocolate custard, caramel, and coconut, it's more like coconut and caramel with like a hint of custard and a hint of chocolate. More chocolate than custard, but I wish they would have kind of upped the custard, downed the coconut, and maybe just fine-tuned the chocolate a little bit better. But overall, it's pretty good. I mean, this one I'd probably give... It seems like the more I vape it, the more I like it too. It's kind of growing on me. It's kind of like a, like a wine. Like when you're a kid and you try beer or alcohol and you don't like it and you go back to it a few times and it ends up tasting better. It's kind of been like that for me, to be honest, and I am enjoying it. I don't know if I enjoy it enough to buy a bottle of it after this is all said and done with. Like I said, my favorite so far was Admiral. But Coconut Grove is not bad, and I can see him selling a lot of this stuff and people really liking it. It's not too thick. It actually looks pretty watery, but it's not. It's just, maybe he heats up the VG before he mixes with it. I don't know. But overall, I mean, it is a good flavor. A couple people at the shop tried it. They seem to like it a little bit less than I did. But I do have extremely picky taste when it comes to e-liquids. I pretty much only vape desserts nowadays. I'll vape a tobacco every once in a while. I'll try the new juices that come in. But when it comes to my choices of what I buy, what I vape, what I make, it's pretty much always cheesecake or custard or some really sweet, rich dessert type flavor. And so far, all of these that I have done have been in my general realm of flavor choices. So it's been pretty good so far. The last one, the limited reserve, right here. Okay, so this is the one that I probably like the least of the bunch, but this is the one that I let the most people try that really liked it. Excuse the cat hair on the bottom of the bottle. It is a little bit clearer or less color than the liquid. And the one thing I'm not crazy about in this one is the hint of cinnamon that follows it. But it's a watermelon, honeydew, a sweet pear, and a hint of cinnamon. I wish he would have done away with the cinnamon. I have a feeling it's kind of helping round out the flavor on it. It's not bad. And a couple people up at work that I let try this stuff really liked this flavor. A couple of them did not like it at all. A couple of them smelled it and said they didn't even want to try it. And to me, that watermelon smell kind of turned me off at first. But the more I vaped it, the more I liked it. And like a lot of this guy's flavors, it really is kind of like just grows on you, you know. And it is good, but like I said, I wish he would have just toned back the watermelon and maybe just done away with the cinnamon altogether. I'm using a different device for all these guys. This one's a dripper. This one I got on the Marquee DNA 40 with nickel wire, and I find that I need to run this flavor hot, hotter than I normally would to get it to where I want. If I say vape this at 450, I do not like it. The hotter I bring it, the less the watermelon is prevalent in it. I'm just not crazy about watermelon vapes, but I gotta say, there's only been a couple watermelons I like, and I actually like this one. I could definitely vape it again. He sent me some other liquids that I'm just not going to review. Doesn't mean they're bad, just means I don't want to review them because I didn't think they're exceptional. I'm trying to find stuff for you guys to try and buy and kind of help you along the way. The Abyss was not for me. The Caribbean Cask was not for me. And most importantly, the Castaway, which is his strong orange flavor. I just have never been real into citrus. I'm sure this will crack a tank. And these were all well mixed. He does know what he's doing, the guy who's mixing this stuff. I can tell he spent a lot of time. They're going for like a more complex flavor with this company, Shipwrecked Vapor. They're trying to get more of like a refined palate type of feel to these juices. And he did a good job on 4 of the 7, I gotta say. I mean, they are good. If this company had more brand recognition, I would definitely consider adding these guys to the store, or at least recommending them to the owner for him to consider. The last 3 I mentioned, I would not even recommend at all to the store because they're just not my style. The stuff I recommend that I want to get in there is stuff I want to vape. When I'm passionate about a juice, I can sell it well. And I can see the other people getting excited about it because I'm excited about it. So 4 out of 7, that's pretty damn good. I gotta say, most of the time when e-liquid companies contact me or juice lines are sent to the store, I find maybe 1, maybe 2 out of the 7. I actually found four juices in here. That's good. So that's a pretty good sign. Thank you, John, for sending me these liquids. I'll put a link down below. Overall, it gets a thumbs up. Not the best juice in the world in my book, but definitely up there, kind of, I'd say, in the top 70% of the juices. When I say the top 70% of the juices, I mean out of like 1,500 different flavors that I've tried over the last year. And a lot of them are good on here. Some people would probably love the flavors I didn't want to review. Doesn't mean they're bad, just means I didn't want to review them because I just didn't fall in love with them. So if you're looking for some good, kind of desserty, fruity liquids, I mean, honestly, these guys are not a bad way to go at all. I mean, look them up on Facebook, do some more research, see if these sound like good ideas to you, and if they do, go ahead and give it a whirl. It's affordable. It's not the high-end price e-liquid like, say, Suicide Bunny or Boss Reserve from Cutwood. And honestly, I like a couple of these flavors better than Suicide Bunny flavors and even Cutwood. To me, Cutwood's overrated. I know everyone loves it. It's in every store east of the Mississippi. But to me, you know, it's a nice change getting stuff like this. So thanks for letting me review these for you, John. I appreciate it. Check out the links below, guys, if you're interested in it. And thanks, and check y'all on the outside.